Hey y'all, Saturday Night Live. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like maybe 8:39, something like that. And I realized after I went live in our branded community, um, I that I haven't done my live for today. So here I am. And so what I want to talk about very briefly. Hey Jonna. Hey Marie. Welcome, Marie. Now you're here in the next episode, if you will. Anyways, so what I wanted to share with y'all today. Happy Saturday to you too. Congratulations on your last episode. You're so amazing. Hey, Russie. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is the look before I go and take off my face, right? Go get in my pajamas. I was so on the verge of getting in my pajamas, and I'm like, I gotta do a live. So, anyways, so I guess I was thinking, I was like, what in the world am I going to talk about Saturday Night Live? And I figured I'd just tell you something that I realized today, actually tonight, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do tonight. So the baby is already asleep, and so I was like, ooh, I've got these like 2 hours. Hey, Dawn. Like, ooh, I have these 3 hours before I go to bed. What am I going to do? It's just so decadent. And then I just made the commitment that I was not going to work on business stuff. Because I really could be editing my book right now, but I'm like forcing myself to not do that. Because I need a day break from it. So here are my options. Like, so what I did was I was like, oh my gosh, I have a stack, y'all, so big of People magazines, like so many. Okay, can y'all see these? Like so many. Oh my gosh, like I have like 10 of them. And the reason why normally I don't get People magazine because it's like my kind of naughty indulgence when I go on trips, and so that's like the only time. Like Rich gets totally irritated by the trashy magazine. So normally I never get them, except when I'm going on vacation. That's when he gives me my hall pass to go get them, and I'll load up with an OK and an In Touch and all that stuff. Because I'm not really a big like celebrity follower, but I kind of mainly I want to know what's going on The Bachelor, and behind the scenes and all that juicy stuff. So when I got a message that I had some airline miles that were going to expire if I didn't use them, I saw that they had People magazine. I was like, oh, I'll just get that. And that's a quick read because I'll just thumb through it really quickly. Well, as you can tell, I haven't read any of them. And so I was like, I'm going to sit down and read my People magazines. And I started reading through one, and I was like, I really just don't care about that stuff. I just don't. What I was craving, y'all, was finally finishing Wayne Dyer's Living an Inspired Life. And finishing, because I started it on Audible and I loved it so much that I felt like I needed the hard copy. Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass at Making Money. So I'm like halfway through this one. I think I've only got like 10 or 15 pages left in this one. And like I was craving reading that. And it's, on a Saturday night. And it really reinforced how differently I think now. Since my kind of my reinvention, really, in October, or starting in April of 2016, and losing 55 pounds, and by October, I really just started committing at a just really high level to my personal growth and learning to just be a better person. And yeah, Russie, like You're a Badass, amazing book. It's one of the first books that I read actually in October. Found it in an airport. It totally jumped off the shelf, the bright yellow cover with the neon colors. And that really kind of sparked this just commitment to really becoming a better person and figuring out who the hell am I? Because I lost all this weight, right? And all of a sudden I'm like, all right, so if I'm not the depressed, easily frustrated, easily irritated person that I had become, then who am I? Like, and I just wanted to dive in. I had neglected myself, and physically, mentally, spiritually. Like I had neglected all of that stuff over the years. And so once I shed my weight, I was like, okay, it's time to figure out who the hell am I? Like, and so I started reading this stuff, and now it's to the point where like I cannot get enough. Like I am so hungry for growth that my priorities and stuff have changed. I have not even seen a single episode of The Bachelorette, and for those of y'all that have followed me for a while, like that's some pretty radical stuff going on, because I love that show, and I didn't watch it this season. The only thing that I'm kind of loosely following is America's Got Talent, and I'm like behind. And that's pretty much the only TV that I watch now. And just know that if you're in this growth phase, your priorities are going to shift, and that's okay. And you just kind of got to embrace it. And you got to understand you may take some crap from people that are like, I can't believe you. Why are you not watching The Real Housewives? And I don't even know. I've never even seen that show before. I saw it like once, and it was like a hot mess. So it was just too much for me. But like, I used to love to watch Big Brother. I don't really care about it this season. Like I just don't. I just have totally different priorities. And I'm not saying that I'm like, that makes me better than anyone else that likes that stuff. It's just, I'm in this totally different phase, and it feels really good. And so if that's kind of where you are, just know it's okay. It's okay to have different priorities. And some people around you, luckily Rich is totally eating it up, because when Rich and I met, he was like, he barely ever watched TV. I was like the crappy influence on him. Isn't that terrible? For years. And so I got him sucked into all my reality TV shows and stuff. And so like, this is actually kind of going back to what he did before. And so luckily I have a supportive spouse, but other people, you may not. And so just stay strong. So let's see. The obstacle is the path. Is great for a new beginning. Okay, I'm going to write it down. That sounds awesome. I'm also reading. I started reading at the suggestion of one of my clients. What's it called? Sacred Success. Have y'all heard of that? Sacred Success. I'm really excited. Like the first couple of pages had me riveted, and so I'm really excited about that. Y'all should see my nightstand. It's ridiculous. I've got like 15 books, and I'm just really focusing on. I'm really focusing on finishing books, because I am really notorious for like being in love with a book, and all of a sudden I learn so much, and I share with other people and all that, and then I get sidetracked on the next book that I'm super excited about. So like I have a bunch of like half-read books, which is terrible. Like I actually want to complete books. So the book I read earlier, or last week, I read two of them. Rhonda Conger, she's the vice president of CBH Homes here in Boise. It's Idaho's, I think, largest home builder, or one of the largest home builders. Anyways, she's amazing. She's actually going to be speaking at our Unstoppable Influence Summit in October. She wrote a book called Better Human, and that is a good book. And that just kind of reinforced, y'all should get it, Better Human. It's really good. You can go to betterhuman.today. Really awesome book, and it kind of reinforced the fact that I'm trying to be a better human. It's a work in progress, right? But this is something that I'm just have a radical commitment to. So anyways, all right, so Dawn says, I rarely watch TV and haven't for over 10 years. I spend as much time on the computer, but at least I can get things accomplished that way. Yeah, that's awesome. One of my biggest things that I've been able to do is, as long as the narrator doesn't totally suck, is Audible. That's one thing that, like, this morning I was like totally folding laundry because I have this new internal operating procedure now where I am not going to like spend my weeknights doing laundry and stuff. That sounds ridiculous. I'm not doing it. I'll save it all till the weekend. And so it doesn't suck to do the laundry anymore because like I was like listening to You Are a Badass on my Audible program. So I love that. I didn't think that I could ever listen to audio programs because usually I think the narrators like put me to sleep. So I would always fall asleep listening to audiobooks, but that's like a really, for those of you that don't fall asleep listening to audio programs, that's like a really great way to, you know, get your book, your reading in while you're driving, running errands, folding laundry, whatever. So I like totally, like the house is spotless right now because I was like cleaning it while listening to audiobooks. So, Kelly says the only show I watch is General Hospital and has been hooked. That's so fun. Okay, so General Hospital still on the air. That is amazing. Is Days of Our Lives still on the air? Because I was totally obsessed with Days of Our Lives. And then I kind of got out of it because Rich was having none of that. Like, he's totally talking about My People magazine love, and when I liked reality shows, but soap operas was just something he couldn't handle. So I don't even know what's going on in Days of Our Lives. That's so funny. Alright, oh, okay, so the book is called The Obstacle is the Way. It's based on the Zen proverb. Okay. I can't wait to read that, Rusty. That sounds awesome. By the way, y'all, we got a superstar on our hands over here with Rusty. Rusty has something that's so awesome. Can I shout you out? I'm going to shout you out right now. This amazing lamp called the Lamp Angel, and she is so precious. She sent Madeline one, and we love it. It is this lamp that when the electricity goes out, this light comes on for you. Oh, and it has a USB charger. Well, we don't use that in Madeline's room, but it's called the Lamp Angel, and like y'all need to go check it out. Like Google it. This thing is going to be, I mean, it's already big. It's sold out on like Home Shopping Network like multiple times. And Rusty is the most precious woman I have ever had the privilege of speaking with. And she's like literally one of the most inspiring people I've ever met. So y'all check out the Lamp Angel because it's really freaking awesome. So, hey Tish, how are you? Hope date night was good. That was so sweet of your children to do that for you. So, anyway, so now you've got on Saturday Night Live, y'all have got some awesome book recommendations. We have Living an Inspired Life by Dr. Wayne Dyer. We have You Are a Badass at Making Money. This is so rich, y'all. This book is so good, and I love Jen Sincero because she like talks like I think, and it's so great. I feel like I'm teaching myself or something. She's so funny. Anyways, Sacred Success is another amazing book that I've just started, and it came to me highly recommended. We've got let's see, Rusty has suggested, where did it go? For those of y'all that are just joining, it's in the comments. I think it was The Obstacle is the Way. So I'm going to check that out. I'll just add that to my massively growing list of books that I've got, or stuff I have on my nightstand. I'm sure our housekeeper is like, seriously, Natasha, seriously? Like, do you really need 20 books on your nightstand? I just can't take them away because I'm like, I feel like I'll forget about them or something if they're not like right in my face saying, read me. So anyways, I'm reading another book called Girls with Swords. That's another good book that I've started and enjoyed. So anyway, so that is the scoop. That is my Saturday night. So right now I'm going to go and I'm going to go finish Living an Inspired Life. And then I will continue working on You Are a Badass at Making Money. So anyways, I hope y'all have an awesome rest of your weekend. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another Facebook Live, because I promised y'all that I would come to y'all live 5 days a week. Apparently, the most common time is going to be at nighttime, apparently, because that's the only time I can get together and get on a camera. But we'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.